Hey, you're listening to Don't Lie to Your Life Coach podcast with Kim Arrington. I'm Kim Arrington. I'm a life coach, a weight loss coach, an author, and a badass passionate about helping you connect back to your most authentic self. Join me here each week so I can coach you on how to think all those juicy thoughts that get you feeling your absolute best and taking some big ass action. Coaching has changed my life, and it can change your life too. I'm here to give you real life solutions to create a life you'll love. Because the truth is, boo, you ain't just got problems, you got options. Hey, y'all. How you doing? I'm going to make this quick today. I got a massage. So I just want to drop in. It's a great topic to talk about because I have a massage. I do want to brag. I'm going to let y'all see my Derm versus Everybody shirt. There's a great company around here. Of course, I'm not going to remember their name. If you're listening to the podcast, you can always go on YouTube and type in the episode with my name, Kim Arrington, and find it. And I will link to their store. Maybe you know someone in Durham who is versus everybody. I don't know. So let me get you back where I was. Okay. So today is a topic that I'm so excited to talk to you about. Hercules. Okay. It is all about body image. Yay. Now, midlife body image. Y'all know I'm gonna always put some midlife on it, right? So you all may not know this, but I've been a life coach for a while, and I worked as a weight loss coach. I do still help my clients with weight loss if that's one of their goals that we work on. You know what, y'all? I'm looking at this piece of hair. Speaking of body image, I don't think I'm gonna get it. Okay, because it's always, Zoom is like, my video always shows it. Okay. Oh, wait, there it is. Okay. That piece of hair is bothering me. Let me just pull it. I know. We're all going to live. Okay. All right, there we go. So anyway, body image is something that when I was weight loss coaching with No BS with Corinne Crabtree, who I think is the creme de la creme if you are trying to lose weight in a way that you learn self-love. Her No BS membership is a great place to do that. But I used to talk about body image because I don't have a lot of the body image issues that a lot of people have. I'm not saying that to be an asshole, but I grew up, I'm Black. I don't know if you know this, but I'm Black. And in my community, there is a wider range of what is seen as beautiful. There are other people of color communities that are the same way. So I always felt cute. I always felt good. I now have a relationship with my body. So I want to get you to start thinking about your body in a couple of different ways. And this is a topic I'm going to revisit because it's a big thing for people, and I am sensitive to it. I just want to let you know that it's possible to get over this. Now, again, I have a wide range of listeners. Some of us have, mental health. I don't like saying issues, but it's a topic of mental health for us. There's always trained professionals. There are life coaches. There are a lot of people that I've helped with their body image. And not saying I haven't had my moments, but overall, I go back to I'm fine as fuck. And I want to talk to you about how you could do that as well. So I don't really teach my clients to love their bodies. Y'all know what my favorite thing is. I teach them to have a relationship with their bodies. What does that mean? Well, think about your sister, your cousin, your mama. Many of us love those people. Some of us do not, but let's just assume you love those people. But they get on your nerves. Sometimes you get frustrated. Sometimes you get irritated, but you return to the love. That is what it means to have a relationship with your body, that your body can actually get on your nerves and you can get over it. You can withstand that. You can tolerate when things don't go the way you want with your body, and you can decide what you want to do. That's what it means to have a relationship with something, where it's not so it has to go this way or it has to do this way. Okay. So it's so funny. I wasn't always here, but I was close. I was on the avenue of body acceptance lane. Okay. I was on the avenue, but I was just talking to one of my coaching clients, and she was talking about how she looks back at the picture that she used to hate. And now she looks back at it and says, oh, I was so skinny. I was so this. But at the time, she didn't like herself. And she didn't like the way she looked. Let me say that. Perspective is everything, right? So being able to go back and say, oh, this right here actually, is something that I didn't have the perspective I have now. Being willing to know your perspective is going to shift about everything in your life. And some of those shifts can become positive. But with her, she looked back at it, and in the moment, she was not positive. And then she shifted to positive later because she feels like she's in a different space now. What I want to teach you is, in a relationship, shit happens. That happens. That's okay. When we can turn the temperature down on needing to be like kumbaya with our bodies, and even bring back that neutrality of, I have a body. I have a body that some bodies can walk, some bodies walk in different ways, some bodies are able-bodied in different ways. Let's just say you have a body. I have a body that I move my arm. I have a body that I feed food. I have a body that walks me to public transportation. When we can just think about what our body does, and I will tell you an incredible book to read, The Body Is Not an Apology. It's an incredible book. If you go and look for this video in the YouTube, I will link that book. I do not want to mess up her name because it's 3 names. It's Sonia Renee, and I cannot think of the other one. I'm going to cheat sheet and look up what that is by the end of this episode and let you know, or I'll just put it in the intro. I'll record an intro and I'll put it in the intro for you. That's a great place to start, because there's so much stuff that's been put on our bodies, and deciding that we're going to reclaim our bodies as our own and let that be a process, a cycle, a relationship. And in a cycle, you don't get to the end of the cycle in a day. You make progress and you continue to look at it. I think it's Sonia Renee Taylor, y'all. That's going to bother me. So let me just take a moment and look it up, because hell, it's my podcast and I can do what I want. Body is not, when I turned on my phone, I got a million text messages. Body is not an apology. Yes, Sonia Renee Taylor. I just could not say her name wrong. So yes, Sonia Renee Taylor, so huge with this. So I also want to tell y'all about this new vocabulary around the body, y'all. So in the pandemic, I learned about fupas. Y'all know what a fupa is? It's the area in the front of your body that kind of pushes out, which I just say those are my female parts, but I had no idea what a fupa was. A hip dip. That's if your hips go in. Well, some bodies, their hips go in. Some bodies, like my own, my belly sticks out. I got a couple of fibroids floating in there, okay, y'all? And it's going to stick out, okay? Cellulite. I got it. I claim it. I still go to the beach in a bathing suit. It's not in spite of or despite of, it's because I want to. The cool wrinkles. I have a cool wrinkle right now. Now, I've had to make peace with this wrinkle. It's a cool wrinkle now. It did not start off as a cool wrinkle. In a relationship, we sometimes begin to understand and claim the things we did not like at first. In a relationship, we give grace. We say, well, that's how this is, and I can accept that. If y'all are comparing your bodies, to prepubescent teens, or it's not a prepubescent teen, but you know what I'm saying. If you're comparing your bodies to 20-year-olds and 30-year-olds who have mastered the angles on Instagram, it's not them that needs to look at the behavior. It's you. Why would you? If you're going to at least compare your body to somebody's, compare your body to somebody in your age range, in your weight range, whatever. And to me, that comparison is futile. When I am in the world and I look at bodies, I like all the bodies I see. And honestly, a lot of people are saying, what's his name? Y'all know me and names. Once you start having the kids, the names, Jonah Hill recently came out and said it's not helpful when people comment on my body. And it made me think about commenting on bodies. I have a client who had a baby, and I said to her, do you need to have that body you had before the baby? Do you need to compare that? You had a whole person in your womb. Do you need to have that same body? Halsey did a whole Instagram post about how accepting their body now is not the way they want to do it. Okay. So I will tell you a story, and I know this guy never thought about this. I didn't ask permission if I could say his name, so I'm not going to say his name. And then he's going to fuss at me if this gets back to him. But anyway, I was having a conversation one night, and I don't know how this came up, but this guy said to me, stretch marks always show me where they always lead to something good. That changed my whole thought around stretch marks. It did. And y'all, to be honest with you, I used to have stretch marks on my thighs. I don't have anymore. I used to have them on my hips. They went away. I have stretch marks on my shoulders. Maybe they'll go away. I'm willing. The whole point is just that his willingness to share that with me, and he wasn't looking at my stretch marks when he said it. It was body acceptance. He was basically saying, like, I dig this. I get this. This is a part of what a regular, normal body has, cellulite and pudge in certain places, and claiming that is okay. So here are some things I want to share with you about bodies. How can you make the most of what your body can do? We talked about being in a relationship with it, but what are ways that you can grow that relationship? For me, it's moving my body every day through exercise, belly dancing, running. Like, I see what it can do, and it surprises me. I'm in awe of my body sometimes. I'm in awe of the other bodies I see sometimes when I'm doing community workouts and what their bodies can do. That helps me to change the rules. Okay. So answer that question. What can your body do? What is it that you're not saying your body can do? So I'm in a weight loss accountability group, and there is a woman in that group who was really feeling some kind of way about going on this hike with her friends. And the hike ended up being a 7-mile, I'm making up the number, I don't remember how much, but she actually was able to withstand the hike even better than some of her friends, because she had done some mental work around what that looked like. And it went way south. It went way different than what she thought, but she had still done the work. Even the massage I have later, y'all, physical touch, allowing, consensual physical touch, allowing my body to be cared for through facials, through massage, through acupuncture, through my trainer. That changes the relationship. Okay. So I want y'all to do this too. So this is going a little bit against the Jonah Hill, what he said, but noticing the beauty of the bodies around you And I'm not talking about the traditional beauty, y'all, because my beauty standard is going to be different than yours, I bet. But noticing the bodies, complimenting if you so choose to the bodies. When I'm on Facebook, I try to give at least 3 to 10 compliments a day. And it's not contrived. It makes me feel good and it makes the person feel good. If someone puts up a beautiful picture, I say it's gorgeous. I say they look gorgeous. If someone has, they're laughing, I comment on that. So not just noticing the bodies, but commenting on the bodies is a way, in a way that feels okay to the person. You may comment on the body, it may not feel okay. I would keep those comments, a little more neutral unless you have a relationship with them. Okay. So listen to those compliments that people give you and believe that shit. Let me say that again. Listen to the compliments that people give you and believe that shit. Sometimes you can borrow the belief of other people when yours isn't where you want it to be. Writing, journaling about what your body did today, 3 things your body did, so you can grow that relationship with your body, can change everything. Okay. Sexy is as sexy does. I cracked the code early on my body. I knew that if I felt good, if I felt playful, if I liked the way I looked, it was more likely that people were going to feel that from me and experience the same thing. Now, of course, I've had fuckers comment about my body in ways I didn't like, but okay, so it's the so doctrine. So my opinion matters more. And in midlife, that is the battle cry. Your opinion matters more than any of the opinions, unless you're being an asshole. Okay. That is the rule. So it's okay when you don't feel great about your body. Remember the relationship. It's okay when you feel confused. It's okay when you feel disappointed. I'm going to tell you to walk through that feeling, go through the whole cycle of that feeling, and then see what's left. We don't have to do fake it till you make it. I'm not a big fan of that. But I am a big fan of, like, I feel disappointed I couldn't do this, and really going deep in that and then watching that feeling dissipate. A thought can only last in your brain 90 seconds without you continually thinking. A feeling can only last without you continually thinking that thought. My body is disappointing. My body is disappointing. Now, I'm going to tell you eventually, after you said it and you let it out, it's not battling in your head. It's not bumping around causing mischief. I'm going to say, now what do you want it to be? Now, what could it be? How could you feel? What could it feel like? That's what I'm going to say to you. Okay. So, a word on close. A word on close. If you're listening to this and you're in midlife, I kind of think you owe it to yourself, if you choose to figure out what you like on your body. If you're curious, there are a lot of people out there who have a lot to say about it. Maybe you'll find something. I think that if you don't like the clothes, this is something Corinne Crabtree used to always say to us, blame the clothes, don't blame your body. I don't like my body in everything, but there are some things I'll wear anyway because I like them. And I like that I have the courage to wear it, because that's what matters more than it looking traditionally the way it's supposed to look. So blame the photo, blame the clothes. Don't blame yourself. Notice I did not talk a lot about weight loss in this, because if you haven't done the work around, I'm going to accept what my body brings up for me, and I'm going to work through that. If what is the author? I'm going to butcher her name. Glennon Doyle. Glennon? I don't know. Always says, Don't just go for happy, feel everything. That's empowering to know that there are days that I can feel however I need to feel about, you can feel however you need to feel about your body. And then the next day it could be a different adventure. So that's why I didn't talk a lot about weight loss. And you have the right to make changes to your body if you choose to, but you can also accept the lumps, the dumps, the glory, the joy, the whatever you want right now too. You can do that as well. I don't do shapewear. I don't do the Spanx. I don't do the shape. I don't do it. I'd rather my belly stick out some. For me, it's the comfort. It's okay if you do. Learning what your body rules are, and then sometimes still challenging that anyway. Okay? So this is not going to be the first. This is like a foray into body image. We're going to talk about this a lot because y'all be caring too much about your body image. Y'all care too much about what you think people think about it. And what I want to tell you is most folks ain't thinking about you at all. That's what I want to say. All right, y'all. Look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Have the best day ever and have a relationship with your body, damn it. Bye.
Are you feeling what you just heard? Good, good. Repeat after me. You don't have to figure it out on your own again anymore. I'm here to help. Head over to kimarrington.com and download my free video series dedicated to getting you feeling your best right now. Look around, there's some good stuff waiting on you. Got questions? Well, we're always talking on the socials, so find me on YouTube, Insta, and the book. Don't be shy, y'all. Go listen to another episode or join me here the same time next week. Finally, don't keep good shit to yourself. Share this with a homie that could use some help too. Remember, we're not lying to ourselves anymore. We're not lying to our doctors. And you damn sure don't lie to your life coach.